All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, this is an interview for the Nefertiti, the person who interviews everybody that she has interviewed who are amazing and great people. Nefertiti, I understand that you had a problem with your ISP earlier today.
Yeah. I woke up and I had no internet. And I didn't have internet for the entire day until maybe an hour or so ago. So yeah, I'm just kind of recovering from that. Being without internet can be very daunting for a lot of people, but I got a lot done. I did some stuff around the apartment. But thankfully, I'm here. We didn't have to reschedule. I'm so glad because this is not only something that we're doing because we talked about doing this last year, but also because I actually made this a charity milestone. So I did a charity stream. I did some charity streams earlier this year, and I said I'd do a Hot Ones challenge if we raise a certain amount of money for charity, and so we did. And so, hey, that's what we're doing now. So,
oh wow!
So that's also
congratulations.
Yeah. So I get to be punished for helping out the kids in the hospitals. So it works out pretty well. Entertainment for the masses. So. It works out pretty well.
The things that we have to do for everybody else, and quite honestly, what our sacrifice is actually rewarding.
Yeah.
Because at least we know that it wasn't in vain.
Exactly. It's definitely worth it. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to do the thing.
Hell yeah. All right. So how are you feeling this moment? I've been looking all week for this. Like when you approached me and all, I was like, ain't no way this is happening. Ain't no way. She's asking me, and not just that, you had a banner and poster ready already. Like I was like, ain't no way she had this faith in me. I'm glad that you see me that kind of reliable. How are you feeling that led up from that moment last week all the way up to today?
Mainly I'm just trying to keep everything in order. Like, this isn't the only thing that I have planned. This is obviously I'm a streamer, I'm a content creator. I have to manage all those things too. So it's been a lot of things, juggling a lot of things, not just this, but playing out other things that I have in store, things that I want to entertain people with. But I've been good. I had everything set in stone because I knew that we had talked about this last year, so it was very, very easy for me to be like, okay, we talked about this last year. There's a good chance that he'd still be down. So I will make it. We'll make it happen. And I pitched it. I was ready, and I had my own schedule. I had to schedule things in place, which is why I'm glad that we could do this tonight. Because if we had to reschedule, that would have messed up everything in terms of my scheduling for the coming weeks. So I'm glad that we could actually make this happen.
No.
So yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm sweating already because I don't have my air conditioner on like an idiot. I should have turned that on. But, it's whatever.
In that case, it's best if we were to start right now with the question so that way you don't sweat even further, because those wings of death that you got in front of you, oh, you're going to boil. I feel like you're going to boil.
Yeah.
All right, so if we're ready for the question number one, go ahead, take your wing,
okay,
and enjoy its flavor. Oh, one more thing. Every single time, if it's okay, if it's not too much of a bother, let us know the name of the bottle.
Sure.
So that we can all just imagine what you're eating.
Yeah. I actually, on my stream, if people want to hop over to my stream, I actually have a graphic that I made while I had no internet tonight. I actually made a graphic of all the names of the bottles that I have, and I want to be changing them in real time as we move through each one. So if anyone wants to take a look at that, you can absolutely can. But I can mention which one it is. So the one we're starting with right now is buffalo hot sauce. It's the Hot Ones buffalo hot sauce.
Ooh.
And
the classic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open that up. Should have probably already had things open, but I wanted to open it up in real time so you guys can hear me opening it up. So this is real. I'm actually doing this. This is in VRChat, but I'm actually doing this. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and take that wing. And we'll just whoa, oh shit, that was a lot. I did not mean to pour all that. I'm gonna be careful in the future.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a great thing, because bottle number one just gave you a warning of what's to come. So you gotta be really, really careful.
Yeah, okay, I have to be very careful about how I'm pouring things. So yeah, let me actually take that, take my hands, grab it. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. It's really flavorful. Yeah.
Like they are notorious for really flavorful spicy bottles, though. They taste so good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I eat the whole thing.
You're eating the whole thing, okay?
Yeah, I'll just eat the whole thing.
And then
yeah.
while you're eating it, here comes the question number one.
Mm-hmm.
Many streamers and non-streamers have created a character that means so much to them. So you and I are no exception. Are no exception to that. So where does your OC Nefertiti come from?
Basically, Nefertiti is something that I created on the fly. Basically, my intentions were to create a character, or not to create a character, but to kind of embody this. My initial idea of Nefertiti was to be a succubus, or like a half succubus, have maybe like vampire or something like that. I don't know, something like that. That's what I was really kind of going for. But as time went on, the identity kind of evolved from there, and I still maintain like the idea like she's actually been possessed, like a human woman has been possessed by the spirit of greed. But there's also another layer to that which I can't talk about because it hasn't been really revealed yet. But essentially. Yeah, essentially, I'm like the embodiment of the deadly sin of greed. I like to know things. I like to understand things. I like to understand people. I'm very, very curious about people, and so for me, Nefertiti has legendary connotations, but also like Egyptian connotations as well. Nefertiti, blah 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 blah. So basically,
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, my character, who I am, just kind of embodies that idea of being someone who wants to, inspire people and has very kind of like royal, connotations, while also being kind of a bad girl, because I have the biker aspect too. Which has become the majority of my identity these days. The legendary biker queen. I kind of leaned into that. So that all those three words mean something individually. So
that does come up with a couple of the follow-up question that I've had. And I mean, if it's meant to be a secret, because my question, a follow-up question that I had was that I did see a whole lot of every single time you go live on YouTube, I did see the first thing that comes up in the name of the title is greed and all. But if that's meant to be quiet, or would you like to share?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So basically, like I don't want to go too deep into the lore, but basically, a human woman was very bored with her life, and she basically decided to do a little bit of an experiment, a little bit of a supernatural experiment. She ended up simultaneously. The deadly sin of greed was also very bored, and was looking for some sort of excitement to kind of spice things up, being an eternal being and all. As long as humans are alive, greed exists. So, they were very, very bored. So this woman did this thing, and basically, greed decides to, possess this woman's body. But greed can't just can't just jump realms. You can't just easily jump realms. So a certain kind of sacrifice had to be made. That's kind of why I have a cat girl identity. There had to be a cat sacrifice involved. It was the nearest living thing there. She had a cat. So basically, took the cat's spirit, used that as a means to traverse realms, boom, possess the woman. And essentially that's me. There's also another aspect to it also that I can't talk about. But ultimately, that's kind of the lore. Deadly Sin of Greed was bored, so they went to the human world and possessed a very bored lady who happens to be an ex-biker, ex yakuza. So all that kind of comes into play also. So she's a bad girl who's been trying to be good, and now she's kind of like balancing. It's a very kind of balancing act between the two.
Very well, okay then. So if you're Yakuza, does that mean that you possess a sword?
No. Basically just like, she has like,
Yeah.
no sword. She's just a badass. Like I'm just a badass at my core. Not, I don't take any shit from anybody. I say what's on my mind. There's also like a dark side, that's a bit that I've been doing since I've been streaming as Neferty. Dark Nef. That's essentially kind of like the flip side where I really say everything that I want to say. So that's another thing that goes into the identity as well. So yeah, she's just a badass. She's trying to be a good person, but she knows she's like the furthest thing from a good person. But she's trying, despite having her biker experience, and now she's a streamer, and now she's she's trying to inspire people and regather her posse. She can't help but gather her tribe together again. So that's what she's trying to do. Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Speaking of your badass character,
yeah,
it does have something to do with something that I saw, but that's on the follow-up question. So we are now ready for wing number 2.
Alrighty, okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move right along to wing number 2. Okay. So, wing number 2, the sauce for that says it is Smokies jalapeno hot sauce. And once again, if you're curious about how hot these sauces are, you can hop over into my stream. I'm streaming right now. You can see all the information right there. It tells you how hot it is and everything.
And if you're wondering on my channel, if you guys are wondering like how to get to her channel, just hover your mouse over her name that's in the title. You guys can go in from there. And also you can give her a follow.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. I know you guys love Tico. I know, like I respect that. And obviously you guys on my channel also. You guys should go check out Tico. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. Very chill, very awesome, good vibes. So yeah, definitely do give him a follow as well. All right, let's get this open.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're vibing.
All right. Okay. That's opened. Okay, let's be careful about this. Okay, got a few little dabs on there. Okay, a few. All right, close that up. Oh, I can smell it. I can fucking smell it. Wow.
Yeah, I wish I could have done it. I really wish I could have done this.
Yeah, I know. Like, it would have been great if you could have done it too. But this is just as well.
Yeah.
It's just as well. All right. Let me put on my hand again, so you guys can see me eating it. All right. And cheers.
Cheers. Ow. It's kind of funny. It's like a dog looking at the human eat the food, and they're just like hoping and wanting, and just waiting right there with big eyes.
Yeah, waiting for the leftovers. Okay. All right.
Oh, we can hear every crunch, and it sounds really, really good. Thought it was a great idea.
Yeah. I made sure to order from a small business, a small little. They specialize in wings. I never ordered from them before, but they taste pretty good. So I'm very pleased. Yeah. Support small businesses.
Very great. Okay.
All right.
No, I didn't mention that this would be like a follow-up question when you mentioned that your character is like a badass chick.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what comes to mind on this next question. So, last I saw you stream, you were playing Final Fantasy XIV online.
Hell yeah.
And a few of our friends have mentioned that you were very invested in the game, especially on raids. So why Final Fantasy XIV?
Why Final Fantasy XIV? I think the game has a wonderful story. in terms of like if you've done any sort of research about like how Final Fantasy XIV initially started as a game, it had a very very difficult, very trying start in 1.0, 1.x. And basically, it's a miracle that the game even exists today. Basically, the game was a massive failure, and in 1.x. And so basically, there is a like the way Naoki Yoshida was able to essentially galvanize the team together, essentially keep 1.x running while also having building 2.0, like what would become A Realm Reborn, doing that in the background while also keeping 1.x updated for the players who are actually still playing the game. It's nothing short of a miracle. It's a testament to Naoki Yoshida's leadership, and I think just the like it's kind of it's an underdog story that's very very inspirational. It's a kind of story that brings a person to tears, really, because like you want games to succeed. Excuse me. And like it would have been terrible if a numbered Final Fantasy game completely bombed. And so like I really love Final Fantasy XIV because it really does seem like there's a lot to it. There's a lot of heart that has been put into the game, and as far as I don't know too much about Dawn Trail, but for what I understand, Dawn Trail is supposed to be like a brand new adventure, and like I believe the previous expansion was Endwalker, and that was supposed to like wrap up everything that started with A Realm Reborn, as well as from 1.x. So I think it's a great MMO.
You got quite a knowledge of it.
Yeah, I've done research on the game. Like I actually was really passionate about wanting to play Final Fantasy 11. Way back when. I actually wanted to play that game, but I couldn't play it because I didn't have enough money to have a subscription. So I wanted to try that out, but I don't really come from money. So when Final Fantasy XIV, I heard about Final Fantasy XIV, I'm like, this is my chance. This is my opportunity to like play the game, play an MMO that's a Final Fantasy game. And so slowly but surely, I've been able to do that. So.
And I did see like when you were playing your character the last time I saw you, which was I think 2 days ago. Your character did look like a badass. Like you got that jacket on you and all that, the leather outfit and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that how you really want your character to look like? Does it represent that the badass girl lore?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that outfit was a gift from one of my viewers. That's not something that you can just get in the game. If I remember correctly, you have to craft that particular piece of gear to get it. So I couldn't do that. So that was a very generous gift. So kind of honor the support of my community and people who have been watching. I'll be playing it a lot more in the coming weeks, but to kind of show respect. And it looks really cool. So yeah, I want to kind of like the whole idea is like being a badass black mage, but basically she's actually kind of a performer. So I'm playing the black mage character, black mage job, but she's actually kind of like she sees herself more as like a performer. She's doing magic for people. So that's how she kind of views herself. But she's very self-sufficient and very very strong-willed, and obviously she wants to just do she wants to do cool shit and make shit explode and wow people. So she learned how to be a black mage just so she can like be like a better performer. So she's kind of like an actress in a way.
And it makes totally sense when you mentioned that you were going to be playing it from a whole lot more, because like you said, your viewers ended up giving you like the outfit, and as well as how much passion you have over the game. It's understandable, because the problem that I do tend to have is paying subscription monthly in order to play a game that I've already paid for. But I understand that not everybody is the same way. Everybody is passionate about something, and it seems like you're going down the right path with it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of love for Final Fantasy XIV. Like that's a given. There's a lot of people who enjoy the game, who have enjoyed the game. A lot of people. There's like a period of time where people from WoW, mainly I believe it was like around think it's around 2022, I think, where WoW was just kind of like Shadowlands just kind of was not resonating with people, and people jumped over to Final Fantasy 14 and they found something new, they found something fresh, they found an actually welcoming community over there. So you know, there's a lot of love for Final Fantasy 14. There's obviously, you know, it has its faults, it has its flaws, but I think as a streamer, I like to kind of keep things, you know, I like to kind of have a wide variety of games that I'm playing. So in terms of MMOs, Final Fantasy 14 will be my MMO that I play.
I hope that you explode when it comes to Final Fantasy and 14 and in the community that you have. Then I hope that you explode with a whole lot more viewers and a massive success in the future. I really do.
Thank you. I hope so too. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah. All right, so we're down to question number 3 now.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go again. All right, so let's switch over to number 3. So those in my audience can see that change in real time. Yep, that changed. All right, so let me make sure that I'm grabbing the next one. What the hell? Okay, this is the next one, yeah? This is the next one, yeah. Alright, so the third one is this is Funky's Hot Sauce Stellar Fuzz.
Oh. Yeah, that left me confused. I don't know how that tastes like.
Yeah, I don't know, like maybe it has some sort of like space theme to it. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But we'll find out in just a second. We'll see how it smells when I open it. All right, we're opening it now. So, come on. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's opened up. We'll give it a little bit of a shake. So it's been sitting for a while. I've had these sauces for like a month, and they've just been sitting there in the box. So just kind of waiting to be used. So.
Okay.
So I gotta shake them up. So you know, I'm getting the full flavor. All right. Okay, so we're gonna close that one up, and we'll put that one in the box. Okay. All right. Oh right, my hand. See, it's like doing this is like, it's like fucking musical chairs. Like everything is a system. Everything is like you're doing everything very specifically. Like you take off the hand, you grab the sauce, you open the sauce, you pour the sauce, you put the sauce in the box, you put your hand back on, you say cheers to the hungry wolf, and then you eat the thing. You know? Cheers.
Cheers.
It's all a system. Funky Stellar Fuzz. I feel like I should put a little.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like I should put a little bit more on it.
Ooh, go for it.
Yeah, I feel like I should have put a little bit more. Let me see about that.
Damn. For the name Funky Sauce, she's actually really enjoying it.
Yeah. Because I didn't like, I got like a little bit of it. Okay. All right. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to get too excited here. All right. Okay. There we go. Like I have my paper towels too, so I'm wiping my hands every time I grab the chicken, so I don't end up staining my controllers. That'd be kind of gross. All right.
I will say that one of the bites did sounded like you took a chunk out of an apple. That was satisfying.
Yeah, I mean they're very crunchy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's very. It's very good. It definitely has like a bit of like a interesting taste to it. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, so now every young human being dreams of becoming something while growing up. A chef, a police officer, a singer, an actor. What was your dream before you became a streamer?
Well, my dream was to become a voice actor. That started back in high school. And like that's my most recent and most prominent dream. I think before that, I wanted to be a prolific writer, and I still want to do that. I plan on still pursuing fictional writing, maybe even some non-fictional writing. Once maybe I get too old to be a streamer or whatever. So I still want to do that. But yeah, my dream was to become a voice actor, and it started back in high school when I realized that that the shows that I was watching, the cartoons that I was watching, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually an occupation. People actually get paid to do this. And so I'm like, oh wow, this is something that I feel like I could definitely do it. Like I was immediately sold on the idea that I could absolutely fucking do it. And aside from me I have singing experience. I know you're a singer, Tico. I know you were actually you wanted to pursue singing also. So I know that about you as well. But yeah, like I had singing background. I used to sing in high school. I sang in elementary school. I sang in college. I was in an a cappella group in college. So I had singing background. I came from a musical family. My father composes music, and he also sings. And his father sings. So I came from that kind of background, and it just kind of made sense for me. I just instinctively knew that I could absolutely do it. And lo and behold, after a couple of years of doing some amateur work, eventually I started doing some professional stuff, and I started getting paid for it. I made connections. It was a long process. You don't just wake up one day and you just become a voice actor. I think a lot of people get that twisted. It takes a lot of it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort, and acting, as well as streaming. It is a cutthroat business. Obviously, you're supposed to gain friends and communicate with people and build camaraderie, network with people. But at the end of the day, it's may the best person get the job. So ideally, you want to be good enough and know your strengths well enough to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. So yeah, voice acting was my goal. It still is my passion, and when I stream, I incorporate that. And even though I'm not really auditioning for anything these days, I'm still able to express my passion and my dream while streaming simultaneously.
So I did hear voice acting is somewhat of a cutthroat kind of a job. Is it the same like going into Hollywood and be auditioning and hoping that you get the job?
Yeah, I mean, there's no difference between voice acting and regular acting. It's the same thing. Obviously, it's about who you know. Obviously, you need to know people, and the more people that you know, the more potential you have of being considered or even to be thought of. Ideally, you want to continue to be thought of. Very similar to streaming, you want people to remember you. You want people to keep you in mind when they think of when they see a certain character. You want people to remember you. So the more you're around people, the more you're kind of hanging out with people, then the more often perhaps someone may think of you. Obviously you and I talked about doing this Hot Ones thing last year, so it was natural for me to be okay, well, I want to do this year. I don't want to do this by myself, so it makes sense to reach out to Tico because we already talked about it, and we're cool, everything is good between us, and it just makes sense to do that, to have a collab with a friend. So that's why it just made sense. And that's the same thing with voice acting. Voice acting is acting. And so just like it's difficult to get jobs and work to be considered in Hollywood, voice acting is the same thing. Obviously it may be a little bit different, the atmosphere may be a little bit different, but the idea is still the same. You have to be good, and may the best person get the job. Same deal.
And there is somebody that at one point came to my channel, and they were talking about that they were also voice actors at one point, and they did give an advice. They said, never do this for free. But the thing is, some of the people who are in the industry who would hire, they would say exposure is your income and stuff, at least for those who starts. What's your opinion on that? Pay up, or maybe for now it's okay to do it for free?
My opinion on that is when you're first starting out, you don't know your worth. when you're first starting out. And for that matter, no one else knows your worth. So if you're doing stuff for free, which I did a ton of work for free. I did a ton of fan work. I was doing free fan dub stuff. I was dubbing over anime that wasn't over in the US yet with people that I networked with. So I was forming relationships with people, doing fan dubs with these people, trying to create high quality fan dubs, just showing that I had the skills to actually do it. And we're doing this all for free. So, like, when you're first starting out, it makes sense to do work for free because, again, you don't know your work, and neither does anyone else. So why should anyone pay you when they don't even know who you are? So, like, you should absolutely, build up a repertoire, know your strengths and weaknesses, have a sense of like the work that you've done, know where you fit in the grand scheme of acting, like where like what kinds of jobs that if someone asks you like what kind of characters can you play, you can mention them very, very quickly, very, very easily, because you've done the work, you've done your homework, and it makes a lot of sense because you can just communicate that very easily. So I was doing free stuff for maybe like 5 to 6 years, and I would say maybe around 5 to 6 years or so, and then it wasn't until like I was able to like make myself a demo, and I made my connections. I had connections with people. Like one of my closest friends is Michelle Knotts. She's the voice of Jessie and many other Pokemon in Pokemon. Her and I are very good friends. So like, it's really about like who you know, and that just kind of happened that way because I was doing professional work, and obviously she's very much doing professional work. She's still doing professional work, and so it just makes sense to do things for free, build up a repertoire of where your strengths lie, get a professional demo made, and work with somebody, get trained. If you don't know what you're doing, be trained, because anybody can do impressions. Like, voice acting is not impressions. It's not impressions. It's building a character. It's being able to explore the full facet of a character in all of their emotions. So it's not just doing an impression of a voice. It's about creating a character, building a character, and being able to do so effortlessly by just looking at words on a page. Like, I can look at a script and be able to interpret that script 3 to 5 different ways. But that's a skill. Like, you have to build that up. So, like, you should absolutely. People who are just starting out, do it for free. Figure out your worth. Train with people. Work with someone to get a professional demo made if you don't have audio editing skills, and then put yourself out there. Go to conventions, meet up with people, network, meet people, greet people, really put yourself out there. That's what acting is. So, yeah.
Damn, so you mentioned 2 things that was pretty interesting throughout all of that. One of them, you said that you voice acted before it reached in the US?
What I meant by that is, there are anime that, like, anime needs to be licensed to come over to the US. It needs to be licensed by a company. So if an anime isn't licensed by a company, that means it still exists, but there is no licensing to ultimately, get the rights to dub that anime. And then you need to be able to distribute it. You need distribution rights as well. So, to distribute it in the West. So basically, I was doing fan dubs for series that had yet to be licensed in the US.
I can't wait to see one of those animes. If they do come up over here, I want to hear the title so I can see it for myself. I would be like, dude, that voice actor right there, that's my homie, that's my friend right there. Can you believe that? That's insane.
Well, okay.
And another thing.
Well, so, okay, just one quick thing on that. Basically, I could actually I could actually show you like an old fan dub that I did. Like, more recently speaking, you're not gonna see anything from me because I'm not doing fan dubs anymore. I only do dubbing, I only do voice acting for money. I'm a professional now, so I will only dub things for money. I only do voice acting for money. So that's first of all. Second of all, if you want to hear something from my past, there may be still stuff on YouTube that's still floating around. I know of one thing that's still floating around that I did way back when. So I could probably show you that in private, but like that's about it. Just to kind of show you that I was doing stuff. Yeah.
I would really appreciate it. Like, not to factor or anything like that, but rather for entertainment purposes. And I can't wait to see it. And another thing they point out, the voice actor for Jesse.
Yeah.
We already know the news, right?
The news. The news.
Yeah, the voice actor for Jessie, well, she kind of passed away.
Oh, okay. That must have been like I think the more recent, or like maybe the older maybe the older. I know I think there were two voice actors for Jessie.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure because I
there were
wasn't so
two.
sure myself.
They're two. They're two. Yeah. So yeah, it's the other one that's still alive that I'm friends with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, having said all of this, are we ready for number 4?
Okay. Yeah. Ready to go for number 4. All right. Let's go ahead and switch that over. Okay. Everything is working according to plan. Okay.
Are you feeling all of this like excitement, switching out bottles and stuff? Is it too complicated or is it simple?
It's the first and second one were a little bit complex, because I've never done this sort of thing before. But I'm kind of getting used to it. It's just to put the controllers down, grab the bottle, open the bottle, grab a controller, it's growing on me, I guess you could say,
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this one, the fourth one, I believe is, it is a Hot Ones brand. It's called Los Calientes.
Oh, classic.
Los Calientes. Is that the right one? Yes. That's the next one. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure on OBS. All right. Let's open it up.
The funny thing is, Los Calientes is Spanish for the hot ones in translation.
Yes.
Which is very, very fitting.
Very true. Okay. Yeah, leave it to Tico to give the translations, the Espanol translations.
Claro, porque cuando uno agarra una botella y lo abra suavecitamente y comienza a escucharlo, parece como uno va a sentir demasiado emocionado porque ya casi llega la lengua a tocar ese sabor.
Solamente. Lo siento. Mi español es muy mal.
You should be knocking on his door any minute.
You got it down. I understood. I think it was great.
I did study Spanish in high school, but I was so obsessed with learning Japanese in college that I got my A in Spanish, but I didn't really remember any of it in a really significant way. Obviously, I just spoke a little bit, but un poquito. But that's just very basic shit. Like everybody knows what that means. Just like everyone knows what. Just, I know. Sorry. I wanted to learn Japanese. I should have taken Spanish more seriously. I should have, because there's so many people speak Spanish. Like so many people do. So I wish I had learned a little bit more. All right. So, the hot ones, Los Calientes. Let's go ahead and cheers this thing. Cheers.
Cheers.
My controller just hit the plate.
Oh, okay.
It's really hard to hold this while holding the controller.
I'm not gonna lie, when I do the hot ones, I do put both controllers down because I don't want a single mess. I mean, that's just me though. In your opinion, how's it taste like?
It tastes like spice. It's spicy, but it just tastes like pepper. It tastes like peppers.
Not gonna lie, when I tried that, if it's the same as any other season, the first thing that comes to mind is like something that I can throw in pasta. Like the original tomato sauce kind of pasta, and I did that before, and it was so good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It does have that it has that zest to it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I like that one. Yeah.
All right, and as it's getting a bit spicier, so are the questions. So, are you ready for number 4?
I'm ready.
Because for some odd reason, a lot of VR streamers tend to start out clean, then shift into the loot area bit by bit. What was your reason to go into the spicy content?
Spicy content. Well, I mean, can we really call what I do spicy? Can we? Can we actually do that? Can we? I mean, it kind of depends on what you're talking about.
I mean, we see extra skin a bit more and more on the other stuff that you got going on the other platforms.
Okay.
They seem a bit more and more spicy.
Okay, so we're not talking, are we talking about like just VRChat streams, or are we talking about all encompassingly?
Oh yeah. Oh no, in VR streams though.
Okay. So basically, my whole thing is, I think it's very, very important to have a variety. What I like to do, and the reason why I've kind of leaned into more, spicier stuff, is because like I shouldn't have to be ashamed of my sexuality. First of all, I shouldn't have to mute my sexuality down for anybody. But at the same time, I pride myself on creating content that is very, very educational or very, very insightful. Regardless of what I'm doing on stream, I'm always talking very, very candidly with my chat. I'm always interacting with them in a very, very thoughtful way. And, I like to entertain. I enjoy dancing. So, like, a lot of what I do in whatever avatar I'm wearing it may at a glance appear spicy, but the thing is, I'm not simply just like standing in one spot in a skimpy outfit and just like doing whatever. Like I'm creating things. I'm dancing. I'm moving. I'm talking. I'm interacting. It's very much meant to be an experience. I like to create experiences, and I enjoy the exercise of exploring my sexuality on stream. And at the same time, I'm still speaking like I can be like dancing. I can be doing actual like dancings. I do dance on stream, like actual like moves and shit. So like I may be dressed skimpily, but I'm also dancing and I'm also talking about like actual like interesting things. And I'm communicating about like various topics that I think are worth talking about. So, I'm making my chat think, I'm making my chat feel, I'm making my chat goon. It's great. It's great. It's the whole, it's creating an all-encompassing experience with a badass chick with a banging body, So it just kind of,
exactly,
it's natural, it's natural, move. But, obviously
and
I do my podcast.
It seems like you do
stuff,
enjoy yourself.
I do. It's fun. I think it's all creativity for me. It's all creativity for me.
You did say someone earlier that you shouldn't be like blocking yourself due to somebody else or something like that. It sounded like somebody tried to block that, or somebody tried to stop you with that, or somebody was talking smack or something like that. Was that ever an issue?
What about muting my sexuality?
Like if you wanted to go ahead and you wanted to do like the loot content like you said, and you were enjoying it, you were having fun, did you have like anybody to like who would come in and be like, yo, that's not you, need to stop or anything like that? Because when you said I shouldn't have to do this, I shouldn't stop myself if other people feel uncomfortable, it sounded like that happened.
What I will say is that I think people have accused me of changing. I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. And, obviously when you're first starting out, you don't really know what the hell you're doing. And as you do more, as you explore more, as you check out more streamers, I do a lot of studying. What people don't really know about me is that I study a lot of streamers. I'm watching people. I'm looking at what they're doing, and I'm trying to incorporate little bits and pieces and removing all the other stuff that doesn't apply to me out of the equation. But I'm studying other streamers and seeing what they're doing. I'm studying what top streamers are doing and what's working for them. And I'm trying to do what I do in a way that maintains my dignity. And I think as long as you maintain your own self, what's the word? Your own self-identity, and you maintain your own dignity in what you're doing. You're not selling your soul to do the content that you're doing, then it shouldn't make any difference. No one has come to my stream and told me I need to stop, but I have been. People have told me that I've changed. And yes, of course, you change. Everyone changes over the time. Everyone changes and evolves, because if you're not evolving, then you're just stagnating. So yes, of course I've changed, because if I'm not changing, then I'm stagnating. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've been pure and clean this entire time. I don't know you talking about other streamers. Hell no. I mean, what? You've been changed? Oh, I can't believe this. I thought you were wholesome this entire time.
I am wholesome.
I thought you were at my level of clean and
I am one of the most wholesome VRChat streamers out there, despite the stuff that I do. And I make a very strong point to keep it that way, because I like to keep balance. I enjoy balance. So I'm relatively wholesome, all things considered, I would say.
Very well, very well. All right. Does this mean that we're ready for number 5?
I think we are. All right. Let's get that let's crack that bad boy open. All right.
I really do like what you said. Like you shouldn't feel like you need to stop. If you really enjoy your time and you really enjoy the content, then what's stopping you? No one should stop you. As long as you're not doing something that you feel uncomfortable, but you're doing it out of fame, though. As long as you're not doing any of that disingenuous stuff,
yeah.
Then I'm rooting for you.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
Same.
push forward, stay strong, and again, I hope you explode.
Yeah, for real. I have anyone who maintains their dignity and doesn't, they maintain a sense of self. They're not. How should I you put it really well? Basically, as long as you're not disingenuous.
Comfortable. Oh yeah.
And you're comfortable in what you're doing. You're not simply doing it because it sells. You're doing it because you enjoy doing it. You're doing it because it's fun, because it's creative. It's an exploration of yourself. Then yeah, all the more power to you. But I truly do think that people can read disingenuous people. I think that people can feel when people are just doing it because they know sex sells or whatever. So I think that's very much something that people can feel that. So I very much endeavor to maintain my dignity and grace, and I love what I do, and I know that my audience loves what I do. I love that my community loves what I do, and I enjoy it very, very much. I have a lot of fun doing what I do, and I know you do too, Tico. So,
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that tweet that you put out the other day, about about what you told your community, that you're just you're
There's that's a bunch of stars. What tweet? No. I count over 100 stars out there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Should I not bring it up? Did you want me to not bring that up?
You're totally fine. People always bring my stuff up anyways. You're fine.
Okay, I mean, but no, I was just saying, basically, I liked what you said, because you wear your female Abby because you wear it because you enjoy it, and it was made for you, and you enjoy it. It's an expression of yourself, and regardless of what anybody says, fuck what anybody else says. As long as you are genuinely wearing it and you're having a good time and it's great for you and your community enjoys it, that's all that fucking matters. If anyone has a problem with it, they can fuck off. All right.
Well put.
Yeah. Okay. So this next sauce is called It's called sin con queso. It's a wait. Is it con queso? Con queso. Sin con queso. Is that right?
Sin con queso or cinco queso?
Queso sin queso. Good heat. Queso sin queso. Yeah.
Queso sin queso. Okay, that translates cheese without cheese.
There it is. All right.
That's interesting. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, cheers.
Cheers. It's like music to my ears. I love it. That mom and pop shop, that's where it come from, right? A store that you haven't heard of?
Yeah.
Damn, they did a great job.
They did. It's really good. Really tasty. Really crunchy. Yeah. And the sauce looks like queso. It's very like orangey.
Oh. Ooh, is the sauce thick or was it loose?
It was loose.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For a sauce with that name, I was thinking it would be a bit thick, but
Yeah.
it's just
I
as
mean,
good.
it did say cheese without cheese, so.
True.
All right.
Did it taste anything like cheese?
I think the initial taste was very kind of. It had like a little bit of hint of like queso, cause I buy queso. I buy the Tostitos queso, and I put that in my eggs. I mix that with my eggs, so it tastes a little bit like queso. But then like once it kind of like goes through, it's it just kind of tastes like peppers. So there's like a little bit of initial taste.
Well, all right.
It's nice.
All right. In the advancements of the thing that we were just talking about, like how people should not be towards your content, it does come on to the next question, which is number 5. As a streamer, everyone goes through harsh experience, aka drama. The notion of pleasing everyone, both viewers and friends, is impossible. Sometimes it's easy to correct viewers, but even close friends would break rules because, in your case, she's my friend. In your opinion, how do you deal with a situation like that?
So, Wait, so drama that involves, you're saying drama that involves a friend of mine, and how do I deal with that?
Like, let's say that, like somebody, like a loyal viewer comes in and they're kind of breaking rules and stuff, but even though they've been there for a long time, it's kind of easy to correct them because, I mean, nobody's perfect and all, but when it comes to close friends, people who you know, they come in and because, oh, they're my friend, they're totally fine and they're still breaking rules. How would you make that approach?
Well, I mean, if we're just talking about like rule breaking and in terms of like in my chat, like and during my stream,
just basically everything that you've been building up to this point.
Okay, so if a friend comes into my stream, my live stream, and they're breaking rules in my chat, and how do I deal with that?
In your chat, in your Discord, and they know that those rules, like, they're supposed to be there to, you know, support you and all. Sorry if I'm putting like a scenario going on, but like basically,
I'm just trying to understand what you're asking.
Going on. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can put it differently.
Yeah.
Like, you've built all of this thing going on, your community, both on Twitch and on Discord, and you get like somebody who's been your friend for a good while. But all of a sudden, they're somewhat trying to take over their opinions on your announcements and stuff. They think that they need to put their 2 cents on almost everything, when all they just need to do is moderate. Instead of supporting you, they're trying to put their opinions a bit more above yours, like trying to take over Nefertiti's stuff.
Okay.
What would you like? How would you deal with a situation like that?
Well, that's quite simple actually. If they're my friend, then I talk to them. It's like it's really quite.
Have you had a situation like this?
No, I've had a situation like that. No. Thankfully, I'm very
Oh my.
I'm very confident in what I do. I run a very tight ship. in my community. I don't spend a lot of time. I look over things in my Discord, but I'm not always active there because I'm very, very busy trying to like create stuff for the people who are there. So like I haven't really had any sort of like issues with anyone trying to override me or anything, because again I run a very tight ship, and if someone maybe missteps or goes above me, then I just have a talk with them. It's really that simple. I'm like, hey, I didn't I understand what you're trying to do here, but I didn't quite appreciate that. I think we should maybe in the future come and talk to me about that before you take it upon yourself to to take a stance that's very much kind of like you're very much kind of leading into my territory. I don't want to. I'm not trying to cause drama. I never am trying to cause drama. I don't like drama. I stay away from that shit. But like, I'm very much of the kind of person. I like to just have conversations. As you all know. I think just talking things out with people very, very candidly and being very, very honest about the situation. I think that can go a long way, especially if you supposedly already have a good relationship with that person. So I just prefer to take that route. Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised because I have met, like, including myself, but I have met other people who has had close friends who would come up and they would try to take over a bit because they feel already that sense of authority or superiority that they would once in a while try to kind of overstep and stuff. I'm really surprised that you haven't had a situation like that.
No, I
like how?
Haven't. No.
Damn.
Yeah, again, they don't call me the legendary biker queen for nothing. I run a very, like I said, I run a very, very tight ship. I am the boss lady. What I say goes. I'm very, very adamant about that, and I try to be very, very fair and righteous about what I do. So as long as I am doing my part to be very, very honest and upfront with people, I make it very, very clear that anything that goes beyond what you think is okay, you should come talk to me about that first. So I think it just makes sense to just be open and be very very candid about having conversations with people who potentially didn't know any better, and that's okay. We can teach them. People can learn. We make mistakes, and we move on. But yeah, I haven't had that problem.
Is it because you carry a chain? You gotta be carrying a chain every single time you talk to somebody. Be like, yo, so we're gonna do this, and that. You guys got it? Be waving it around like, you guys got it?
I am ex-Yakuza. So again, legendary biker queen. I don't fuck around. I'm very, very loving. My community says, like, people call me cute, and I'm just like, what? I'm the furthest thing from cute. But I think people call me cute because they recognize that I have a very big heart. I care a lot about people, and despite me having a very kind of rough exterior and very, very tough, very like rough around the edges, people recognize that I genuinely do care, and that I want people to be better, and I want people to know that they are protected and they will be looked after. And so I make a point to just be very, very like, I'm very much like, I run the show. This is my community. It's my show. It's what I do, and I want you all to be a part of it. And my mods, of course, know this very, very well. And if there's ever a problem, I just talk to them about it, and we move on.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay. Well, I'm actually really, really surprised. I thought almost everybody would go through that, but damn, kudos to you.
Thank you.
In fact, I kind of want to just go ahead and applaud. Shoot.
Yeah. Hey, what can I say? I think it's I try again. There's a balance between being nice to people and being a pushover. And anyone who knows me and really pays attention to me, they should know that I am no pushover. I don't take shit from anybody. I don't care who you are, and I make that very abundantly clear. So I think that's why I haven't really had to deal with that sort of thing, because people know that they you don't want to cross someone who's but the biker queen. You don't want to cross someone like that. So I care about people.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, but I'm very, very nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very, very nice person. Very, very nice. People know this. I wouldn't be like, Tico wouldn't be my friend if I wasn't nice. I can be rough, but like I genuinely do care about people. So. But people can sense that from me.
All right then. Well, shoot.
Yeah.
This means that concludes that. Nefertiti holds a tight ship. She needs to talk to people. She'll go ahead and do it. People will know exactly her aura when it comes to like, yo, what are you doing? She's tough, but she's awesome. All right. Are we going to number 6? Because I'm going to throw at you what you have thrown to all of us.
Okay. Number six. Let's get it going. All right. Okay, so number 6 is. Let me change that over, so people know where we're at on my stream. All right. So number 6 is it's called Cantina Royal. Cantina Royal. Morita Bourbon Maple Reaper.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, bourbon. I love bourbon. Bourbon the flavor, not bourbon the drink, but bourbon the flavor. I'm a big fan. I hate bourbon the drink. This stuff is gross. But bourbon the flavor.
Do you drink from time to time? Just out of curiosity.
Of course I drink. Yeah, I drink. Yeah, I drink. I drink. I get high. Yeah.
There are many times that I think like certain people do drink and they're like, dude, I don't drink, and I'm just like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of very good boys and girls and people out there who just I think it's perfectly all right to not have to drink. I have all the respect for people who choose to not engage in putting. Drinking is essentially poisoning yourself. You're essentially putting poison in your body. So, like, I have nothing but respect from people who choose not to do that and just can have a good time without having to do that. And, like, don't get me wrong, I can have a good time without drinking. I do it all the time. But yeah, some people just don't need that, and that's perfectly fine. But I enjoy drinking because I'm a very fast thinker. I'm a very deep thinker, and sometimes I just don't want to think. And so I use various narcotics to slow my brain down, so I don't have to think as much, because I literally think about everything. Everything is a measured decision. So yeah, I need to stop thinking sometimes. So it helps with that. Oh my god, that's so strong! Holy shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You picked up the whiff.
Yeah, that whiff was like, I don't know, like, what does it smell like? It smells like, I guess it does kind of smell like maple. I guess it does kind of smell like bourbon too, but like, it's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of like maple and peppers and, I don't know. Wait. It smells a little bit like alcohol. Like isopropyl alcohol. It kind of smells like that, actually. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that does smells bad.
Yeah. But all right. So we are on 6. All right. Let me grab my hand. All right.
All right. Best of luck with that.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. I don't think I can ever get tired of that.
Oh. This is the first one that kicked.
It's sneaking up, huh?
This is the first one that kicked immediately. No. Okay. Now we're getting serious. That one kicked immediately.
Good, because that serious spice is gonna kick in with a serious question, and it's a question that you have hit us all with it. Every single person that you interviewed, that you have interviewed on us.
Okay.
This question is gonna go back on you. So it's love interest time.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
So we're gonna get a couple questions out of the way just to make sure if it's good or not. So number 1, are you with anyone?
Nope. Nope.
All right. Number 2. Do you have anyone in mind?
I mean, like, let's be real. VRChat has a lot of interesting, fascinating, attractive people. Let's just be real. And it's not just because of the abbeys they wear. We're talking about personality-wise. We have some very, very fascinating people here. I'm very, very fortunate to know many of them. However, when it comes to having someone that I'm interested in, I'm very, very careful about that sort of thing because I don't immediately fall for people. I'm very, like I said before, I think about everything. I'm extremely meticulous and analytical.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't like. I would say that there are people that have struck my interest, but there isn't anyone at the moment that I'm like pursuing per se.
Well, then screw you, man. This interview's over. I can't believe it. Damn it.
Ah, man. Genius. I should have saw that one coming. But like,
Alright,
I was keeping myself humble. But I'm like, I was thinking that I could just say that and like it'd be okay. But damn, Tico's interested. You know what can I say? I mean, you're not. I know you're not the only one. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I will say this though. It's funny that you mentioned all that because now that we got those two out of the question, those two questions out of the way, here comes the question though. For everyone out there who thinks they have a chance with the Nefertiti, what are your pros and your cons when it comes to a partner?
All right. Basically, I guess I can just kind of run through them. If you can make me laugh, that's a plus. I do enjoy laughing, but I don't just laugh at anything. Lowbrow humor does not appeal to me. Meme humor does not appeal to me. You really have to be very thoughtful with your humor. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that's dumb. So that's one thing. If you can make me laugh, that's great. Someone who can show me things that I am genuinely interested in. And can like kind of reveal things to me, like have someone who can teach me something is good. Someone who can teach me something is very, very nice. Someone who I can talk to very candidly, and actually be able to have a proper back and forth with them, about whatever. And because like I like to have very deep conversations. I don't do small talk very well. I can do small talk because society demands that I'm good at small talk, so I can do small talk, but I absolutely despise it. I don't like it. It's boring to me. So if I could have a deep conversation about something like actually important, something actually that has some purpose, that can potentially lead to some sort of like understanding about a new idea, about a concept. I enjoy those kinds of conversations. I'm not looking to be saved. Pretty much, I would say 9 out of 10 times, even I'd say 9.5 out of 10 times, whatever issues I have going on in my life, I already run through the procedure of potentially resolving them myself. I don't need advice in most cases. If I need advice, I'll ask for it. But I'm not looking to be saved. So someone who thinks they can just kind of whisk me off of my feet and tell me that it'll be all right, I don't need that. I tell myself that every day. Because, again, when you live alone, you have to tell yourself that it'll be all right every day. I told myself that for years before I even got here. That's why I'm even here right now, because I was strong enough to tell myself, I'm gonna be okay. This situation sucks, but I'll be fine. I don't need to be coddled, or to be like pat on the head. I don't mind head pats though. That's perfectly fine if you give me head pats. That's all right.
Head pats are always nice. Just make sure that to trust you.
True. What else? I honestly think I'm kind of at the point where I don't think I would be able to be with someone who like isn't like some sort of like entertainer. Someone who actually gets my lifestyle, because I feel it seems like a lot of people they like demand time out of people. So I need someone who's going to understand that I can give you time, but I need time to myself first, and I need time to work on what I need to do second, because that's a lot of time. But I will make time for you. We'll have to like maybe set some time aside. We'll have to like maybe like schedule some time or something. But like scheduling time is not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it means that I care enough to set aside specific time for that person. I think scheduling is great, and it's kind of necessary for someone like me. And if they don't like that, that's a problem. Because, you know, it just kind of is what it is. Otherwise, I will just work on things. I will work forever. I will create forever. And maybe I will set some time aside. Like if I realize it's been like a while, I'll maybe take initiative and be like, hey, it's been a while, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. But in most cases, if they desire more time of me, then we have to schedule. Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen. So I think I can only be with someone who's like an entertainer or who gets my lifestyle in that way, because I'm very serious about what I'm doing. This is my first year being a full-time streamer, so essentially, I lost my job at the beginning of this year. So, like, what I've been doing, what I've been building is extremely important to me, because I have to succeed. I have to continue to make a living. I'm still kind of living off of residuals from my past job. But I need to continue to build something so that when those residuals run out, I have something to lean on. So, yeah. Yeah, time is very important to me, and they need to understand that.
And it makes total sense. I will say, like, I'm not gonna lie. On the thing that I got going on is, or at least on my mentality, I do feel bad if I would have to try to schedule for the person in order to give them time, and I want them to be my priority. But at the same time,
yeah,
you're working on your passion, and you're working on everything that you've built for.
Yeah,
having somebody to come in to support you on anything that you're doing, it's a massive dub.
Yes.
And I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah, 100%. Like, the person needs to be your biggest cheerleader. They need to be someone who's going to, like, be like, yeah, I love what you're doing. I think what you're doing is awesome, and I believe in you. And, you know, we'll make time. We'll figure it out. But, like, you know, I want you to know that you have my support. Like, that is an ideal partner for, like, someone like, you know, streamers like you and me. Because, like, for me personally, I can't deal with anything else. Anything more than that is just like anything less than that is problematic, because that means then I feel bad because they feel like I'm not their priority, which they are my priority because I'm not fucking anybody else. So they are my priority. So, you know, for me it's like they should know that and they should understand that. But it's hard I think for most people to understand that when it comes to being an entertainer, being a streamer, whatever. So yeah, that's definitely something that person will need to understand. I mean, it can be whether they're a guy. I'm bisexual, by the way. So like, guy or girl doesn't matter to me. You know, even to some degree, like if you're trans, you know, that's perfectly fine too. It just really kind of depends on, like, you know, what you look like and how I vibe with you. So, like, you know, even that sort of thing would be okay with me. But you know,
oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, I was just saying, like, it's totally perfectly understandable. Like, not everybody can go into specifics on what the person that they're looking for, because obviously, like, there's a friend of mine that I absolutely love. I do call him Arby. He does, like, back then he told me this through his experience. He was straight. Like, he would definitely only go for girls and stuff. He ended up meeting with somebody who was transgender. Out of nowhere, it's like a curveball that hit him in his life, and then he's like, now I'm with this person. I'm with this person, and I enjoy my life with them.
Yeah.
So it's like, we really cannot, like, we definitely can hit a certain standard of what we want, but life's such a mysterious thing, because next thing you know, you're with someone that you did not think you would be with. Yep.
Yeah, you never know who's going to come around. So that's why I just kind of leave my options open. I keep things very, 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 very chill. I'm not actively looking for anybody. I am living my life. I'm doing what is important to me. I'm living out my purpose. I'm creating meaning, and my happiness is derived from my ability to succeed in my passion. So for me, I don't need someone to make me happy. All I need is to find purpose and meaning in what I'm doing as a creative individual. That brings me happiness. Having someone who I can share that with would be wonderful. I'd love that, but it's not a priority of mine. So I'm just living my life, and whatever comes my way is whatever comes my way. And I've been smacked in the face with I've been surprised by a number of people that have come into my life. And you never know what's gonna happen. You never know where that's gonna go. But yeah, for me, I'm just kind of doing my thing. And I guess I could probably go on, but those are the initial things that come to mind when it comes to what I'm looking for.
All right. I hope you guys have been taking notes in case you were trying to get with Nefertiti. I'm definitely taking notes. I got like a separate Discord. I already got it down for the future intent. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, now that we understand the Nefertiti's love interest, let's go on to question number 7. Therefore, burn your mouth, number 7.
Burn my mouth. I'm not doing anything else with it, except talking. Except talking.
Yo, share it.
All right. Okay, let's move on to number 7. All right, swapping that out. All right, so the next one we got is La Pimenterie, the forbidden fruit. All right.
That must have been a different language. I could not pick that one up.
Yeah, I think it was maybe French.
Pimenterie.
Yeah, I think it might have been French, maybe. I don't know. Not sure. All right, so I'm giving that a bit of a shake. All right. Cracking it open.
I will say, if it's anything like a different kind of language, like pimenterie, does sounds a lot like pimienta, which is pepper.
Maybe. I mean,
maybe.
I mean, they just said the forbidden fruit, and
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this fruit that they have on the show, it might be some sort of pepper. So, who knows? All right, so we're going to just dab that on.
Yo, how's it smell like? Because that's always a plus. That's always so good.
It smells like, fuck, what does it smell like? It smells like red peppers.
Oh.
Like very clearly red peppers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh. Huh. Okay.
All right. So, quick question: is your
Yeah.
nose running now?
No, I'm good.
No. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. My tongue is burning.
Wow.
My tongue is burning, but I'm good. And like, I am putting like a generous amount. Like I'm putting like 5 or 6 drops on it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's burning. Like my lips and my tongue are burning. That's for sure.
Ooh.
All right.
Cool. Because now that thing is pretty burning, so is this next question. Let's see if you're able to handle it.
All right.
Now, like you have mentioned before, you are this kind of badass chick. You run a tight ship and everything, but I do feel like this happens to everyone, so I thought I'd throw this question in. Have you ever wanted to do something big, but you doubted yourself so much that you didn't go through with it?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm at the point at this very moment actually where,
Oh, okay.
where I am thinking very, very big. I'm thinking about actual like events that I want to throw, very large scale events that I want to do. I'm not going to go into detail about these ideas because I'm still kind of formulating them. But I would say that, whenever I start to think about like projects that I want to do, streaming related events that I want to throw that involve like a large swath of people, it can be very intimidating. Even doing the charity stream that I did earlier this year. Well, not the charity. I did 3 charity streams earlier this year. And we raised $890 for kids in the hospitals, which is fantastic.
Oh, damn! Congrats.
Yeah. Our community is fantastic. They completely blew my mind. I was not expecting that sort of support. I was very, very, very proud of them. And I matched $200 out of my own pocket as well. I told them that if they got to 200, I would match up to 200 out of my own pocket. So yeah, that was just they did phenomenal work, and I'm very, very proud of them. But even planning that, I bring that up because I am saying even while planning that was a trial for me because it was the first time I had ever done something like that before, and it was very, very intimidating because I didn't really know I'd never done anything like that before. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was doing it correctly. It's completely out of my wheelhouse. So I would say doing that really helped me to kind of empower me to realize that I can do events. I can run events like what we're doing right now. Like what we're doing this Pot Ones challenge thing. This is an event. I consider this an event. This is something that I think is, it takes a lot of work, takes preparation. It takes very deliberate decision making and timing. So I love that we are able to do this, but I want to do bigger stuff. I want to do more than just this. I'm talking about like involving like 10, 20, 30 people type of events that I have ideas for. So I would say that at this moment, I'm kind of at this point where I'm considering those sorts of things, and it's very intimidating, but I haven't stopped. I'm taking my time with it, but I'm not stopping from doing it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of ballsy, though. There are so many people out there that do also want to do big events and aren't able to pull it off because they end up with the question of, like, as time passed by, they end up with the question of, if I was to go back in time and do it, what would have happened? And it kind of sucks. Instead of just saying, at least I did it. I failed, but at least I did it, and now I know.
Right.
So that's really, really good.
Yeah, I think
it's just like for like events like this, or have like perhaps if you were to end up having, let's say, a crush on someone, but you never do it because you never did it because of intimidation. Did you end up regretting anything like that?
Yeah, obviously. I think if you like, are you asking me, do I actually have a crush on somebody and end up not doing it? Or is that hypothetical?
Well, yeah.
In terms of the context of the conversation.
No, well, how's that?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, basically, yeah. If you miss all the shots you don't take, basically, and I've been living by that mantra, especially this year. Especially like with the charity stream, I could have I was very kind of hesitant because with the charity stream, I basically found out about it a week before it was supposed to start. They contacted me a month ago, not a month ago from now, but they contacted me a month before the event, but I only caught my DMs like a week before it was actually supposed to happen. So I could have just been like, okay, it's too soon. I have no time. There's no way I can pull this off. I guess I won't do it. But I'm like, you know what? This is for a really good cause. I actually believe in this. I think that, providing video games for kids in hospitals is a really legitimate cause to raise money for. And because I could truly get behind it and really believe in what I was putting together, it was it was difficult. It was challenging. There were a fair bit of hiccups along the way to get it all worked out and everything. I actually spent like so upwards of like 3 to 5 hours with one of their customer service people from the charity because I was having a really rough time. Like I couldn't figure out what they needed me to do. So like I did have some serious hiccups leading up to the actual streams that I did, but I did them. I made it happen. And they were very, very helpful. And I learned a lot from those experiences. And I was surprised with what came from it. And again, you miss all the shots you never take. And, when it comes to, crabbing a crush on somebody, the one thing that you can do is just say, hey, if you're interested in somebody, just let them know. Obviously, timing is everything. Obviously, you can get too locked into the idea of time and then you never do it. So don't get too wrapped up in timing, of course. But like obviously, if they're streaming, don't like go in their chat and say, "Would you like to go out with me?" Like that's stupid. Don't do that. But like yeah, timing is everything. So like just be smart about your timing. Create a moment where it makes sense to actually like fucking like talk to them about it. But like just be real, be natural. Have a friendship with them. Focus on the friendship first and foremost. And then, if things start to go in a certain direction, if things are moving in a certain direction, you guys are spending a lot of time together and hanging out together. And, things seem to be working out. Maybe like after like 2 or 3 months, hey, maybe you can like say, hey, you're really, really interesting. I'm enjoying my time with you. I think it'd be great for us to maybe, spend a little bit more time together. I think, but again, you miss all the shots you don't take. So, yeah, just be honest. Just be honest, be real. And don't be afraid to be told no. Because, life is full of no's. You're going to be rejected all the time. And one thing about acting that I mentioned about earlier, we were talking about acting earlier. If you get into acting, any sort of acting, be ready to be rejected. If you cannot handle being rejected, don't get into acting. Just don't do it. You're wasting your time. You're going to be told no a lot. So, like, and that's the same thing with relationships. Like, absolutely be ready to be told no. And then be pleasantly surprised
Basically,
if they say
yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you end up fearing of being rejected and therefore you never take your chance, then you never took a risk in life in which you could have been where you wanted to be. But out of fear and doubting yourself, you ended up still staying stuck in the same place that you never moved out of.
Yep.
That you never actually moved forward of.
Absolutely. So true.
Okay, so then I want to put you on a spot on something.
Okay.
Let's say Chat is the man or woman of your dreams. Let's say Chat just finished with their stream. And they're like, oh, they wiped it out. Is that anime freeze moment where the sweat is just holding place and they're like shining against the sun and you're looking at them like, ah. All right, go for it. Ask them.
Oh,
they can be your boyfriend.
Yo, I watch your streams. I see what you're doing. I think you're really, really cute. I think we should spend a little bit more time together, Chat. How about you and I, go on a date sometime, Spend a little bit of time together, I think. I think that'd be really, really great. What? Isn't that what you want me to do? Isn't that what you want me to do?
Yeah. But how about like? I'm sorry. I need some more Riz. Maybe something like.
Wait, you need more Riz, or do I need more Riz?
Señorita. No, I need more Riz from you because.
Oh, more Riz from me?
Yo, what up? Because it felt like, yo, what up, toots? How you doing? Look, I've been keeping my eye on you from across the bar, alright? And then I think you're looking mighty fine and tasty, babe. That's how it felt like.
Well, I mean, like honestly, I mean, there are 2 ways I can do this. There are 2 ways I can do this. There is like the New Yorker way, or the romantic way, like the anime romance way. I can do it the anime romance way. If you want me to do it that way, I can do it that way.
Ooh, let's hear it.
All right, yo. Honestly, I get a little bit nervous around you, but I really do find you really attractive, and You know,
Really?
I honestly feel like I think you and I could maybe do something together. We can be something special. So maybe if you're down for it, you know, it'd be really, really great if we could maybe, you know, go out sometime. I'd really, really like that. That'd be super, super cool.
Okay, that was sincere. That was good. I liked it. Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah, you know. I have like, I mean, honestly, the reason why I can do that, I can be sincere about it, but again, I have acting background. I'm a trained actor, so you know, I know how to reach into myself and pull that out of me. So you know, putting myself in a situation like that. So living in the moment.
Hell yeah. I would try to do it myself, but it's not my time, it's your time. So let's go to the next question.
Okay. All right, so we're at 8, yeah?
Number 8, which is the most hated bottle.
Is it?
Oh, I can't wait for you to try it.
Oh, it's the bomb, right?
Yeah.
It's the bomb, yeah. Okay.
It's the bomb.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bigger wing for this one. Take a bigger wing for this one. Alright, so we do have the bomb. Alright. Let's crack this open.
I will say that because this is the bomb, and for me, I think it's the worst, I thought number 8 should be like a softball question.
Okay. Hey, you know, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be, it's up to you. Alright. Let's see about getting this open. Open. Come on.
Damn, the bomb is even stubborn too. What the heck?
I know, it's because like my hands are greasy, so like it's my fingers are slipping a little bit. I'm trying to open it. All right, there we go. Okay, give it a little bit of a shake. You can see my elbow moving. All right. Oh, I can smell it. Holy fuck.
There it is.
Jeez.
It's. You know what? I feel glad and I feel happy to know that I'm not the only one who feels like that about bottle number 8.
Yeah, it smells heinous. Okay, alright. That was like five little drips in one spot. It's a bigger wing, so you know, hopefully I'm sure it'll still hit. No matter what, it'll still hit.
Oh, definitely.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, best of luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna like mix it with some of like the old hot sauce, like the buffalo from like the first bottle. I'll put a little bit of that on there too. All right.
I mean, we need flavor.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Man. Holy fuck. I do not like this.
And still, I wish I was in the same situation with you. I wish I had my wings with me.
Ooh. Oh. Oh my god.
There it is.
Oh. No, it's just blowing up in my fucking mouth. Oh my god. Ah.
Welcome to the bomb. Is this your first time doing hot ones?
Yeah, first time. First time, never done it before.
Oh.
Holy shit.
How you enjoying it now?
I think my my headset's getting fogged up.
Oh.
My entire face burns.
So that hot one really has gotten so many celebrities who would say, "What? Is this really all you got?" And then when they eat it, they get exactly that reaction. As seasons pass by, more celebrities that ended up watching the show ends up now respecting it, and for a good friggin' reason.
Oh yeah.
Now, to go into this question,
Okay.
everyone's got a map in VRChat in their heart that they go for comfort, that they go to for comfort. Is there a go-to map for you, and why?
Yeah, my map is, what is it called? Oh god, I should know this by now. What is it? Let me see. Let me check real quick. Fuck.
The other effect of the bomb
Yeah, Cozy Calm.
messes with your mind too.
Yeah, Cozy Calm.
Cozy calm.
Yeah, Cozy Calm. That is my home world. That's my home world. I really love it. It's a really beautiful place. I spend a lot of time there. I've filmed a lot of things there. I love that world. It's very, very beautiful. Very cozy. Sam and Camille are fantastic world creators. They spared no expense in making that world feel realistic and like very, very relaxing. It's a very, 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 very good world. There's another world that I found recently. Called Rainy Days. Rainy Days with a DAZE. It's
Ooh.
yeah. That's a very, very comfy world. Like the entire world is like made out of like, it has like pillows. There's like pillows like on the walls and shit. I recently found that while world hopping recently, and it's just a really, really great world. Really, really comfortable and very, very relaxing. Love it a lot. I'm probably gonna go there a lot more these days. I'll probably like if I ever want to like hang out with somebody and just relax. I'll probably go there.
Yeah, no, that's
It's really, really nice.
That's actually pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie. If I were to share just a little bit, like on the basics, top layer of my experience when it comes to some worlds, is whenever I'm feeling really, really stressed, that I would go to the VIP room upstairs and hit the hot tub right there, just kick back and relax, because the way how the environmental phantom sense, it feels so damn good, along with the sound of the bubbles. Or sometimes when I'm kind of depressed and I need to like try to deal with it, I would go to the showers, because that helps a lot. If I cannot take a shower in real life at the moment, I would go to the upstairs or Lumines's ledge, because that place is so peaceful. The breeze when you hear the leaves just ruffling together and stuff, like those are my maps, and for those specific reasons I kind of have set on where I go when I need to. And also it's a good reminder of who I was. So is there any spots that you would go to always remind yourself where you came from? Because obviously you have created a huge community, a great community, but you never ever want to forget where you come from, right?
Of course.
Do you go to a place for that?
I wouldn't say there's like a specific place for that. But I suppose like the first world I ever went to, the first world I ever wound up in, what is it called? I forget. Yeah, my mind is having problems. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, Zen Garden. Zen Garden. Zen Garden is that was the first world that I popped into when I first started playing VRChat. So I go there to kind of like remind myself of like, yeah, this is where it all began. This is the first place that I was testing out avatars. Like I would like go there and look at the mirror and like, you know, work on facial expressions, just so I could feel comfortable with like the little free avatar I'd found in some random ass world in VRChat, because I didn't know any better. So yeah. Zen Garden is that's the world, the first world I ever wound up in. So.
Okay, and how are you feeling on the spice level right now with the bomb?
The top of my mouth is burning, my lips are burning, my nose is running, but I'm fine. For now.
Damn, that's really good. Seriously, there has been some people when they eat the bomb, they overdo it. Like, oh, blah, oh.
Yeah,
Do you got milk with you,
I do.
or are you planning on going all the way through?
Again, I'm a badass. So, I plan to go all the way through without having to lean on milk. I do have milk sitting out with me. I probably should have poured some in a glass rather than taking the entire thing out. Because, I took the entire thing out the fridge. Because I'm silly like that, I guess.
Wow.
I should have just poured some in a glass. But anyway, yeah, I have milk with me. So it's there. But, badass biker chick, I'm gonna see if I can go all the way.
Hell yeah. Okay, so damn. Soft spots going to the map to help remind yourself, and then you remember. Right now, I'm in the future. I'm in the present. Badass biker chick. Brought them characters in Final Fantasy 14. I'm gonna live up with the name and see where else we can go with that, right?
Yeah. Also, Sovereign's Chill House. Sovereign's Chill House is that's a world that was like my main world for a while. To hang out. I want to mention that real quick. Sovereign. Yeah, that's like the world for a lot of people. So yeah, Sovereign's Chill House. Yeah, love that world too. Reminds me where I came from.
They did a great job on that.
Yeah.
All right then, let's go with number 9.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. So, let's switch that over to 9. Alright. Okay, there's that one. And number 9 is... It is... Mono Loco.
Wow.
Mata Sands. Mono Loco Mata Sands. It has a picture. Yeah, it has a picture of a monkey in a top hat and a suit.
Yeah, because Monoloco means crazy monkey.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. That's why I know.
Monoloco Mata Sans. That's pretty. What is the Mata Sans? Now I gotta go look.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But yeah, we're getting up there. We're getting up there, chat. Once again, if you're just tuning in on Tico's stream, if you want to see how hot these sauces are, you can hop over to my stream. My name is in Tico's title. You can hop over there. I have a little graphic there on the screen that you can see how hot these sauces are getting. If you're curious, but obviously.
Mata Sans.
Obviously, keep.
I'm sorry, I was just reading.
Yeah, stay here. Yeah. All right, trying to open this up. Okay. Alright, that is opened. Let's... Okay, I'm going to go with the smaller wing for this one. Because I want to save the last big one for the final one. So I have a lot of chicken.
For sure.
To sop up all that all that burningness. All right.
Shoot, I mean, I don't blame you. Hot Ones is no joke. Hot Ones, sorry. The bomb is just no joke.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dabs on this small wing. All right.
You know, I do have a little question with this. Drumstick or flats?
I prefer drumsticks. Like, I actually like the wings that I got. Or like it was the whole thing. It was both it was like the leg and the thigh, and they were like connected to each other. So like, you know, like
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, so like I actually just broke off the legs. I just broke off the legs, and so I could just have those. And I left the thighs in the in the box that they came in. So I just want to deal with the legs. They're just easier to deal with, easier to eat. All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Okay. All right. We're hanging in there. We're chilling. We're vibing.
Heck yeah.
All right. All right. That wing is done. It's very, very, very small. All right.
Okay. Everything feeling good?
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm good.
How was the taste?
There was like no taste. There was no taste.
Oh, that sucks.
there was no taste. There was no immediate smell. It was just like I just kind of like did it, and it was like, yeah, okay. Like it just kind of went down. Yeah, there was like nothing
what
there.
What season bottle you got?
I think it was. Wait, what season is this? Oh, whoop. I'm back. Ah.
Welcome back.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. What season is this? This is season 23. This is season 23.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad season 25 is coming out pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, now I don't have to look forward to that bottle. Freaking tasteless, spicy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a question number 9. There's no such things as perfect human beings, meaning that at some point we must have done something that we regret in our lives. So, would it be safe to share any regrets you might have gone through your experience, and would you ever do it again?
Well, I mean, if you regret something, you clearly don't want to do it again. That's the whole point of having regrets. You don't want to do them again because you regret it. So, I mean, let's just say, in my case, do I have any regrets? Do you mean in terms of my life or in terms of streaming?
Yeah, through your entire life of experience, have you done something that you really regret, and only if you want to share it?
Huh. I don't think so, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I know that's kind of bold for me to say. You know what? I do regret, I will say that I do regret, it's hard for me to say that I have regrets because I like to think that everything that one goes through, it ultimately makes a person more well-rounded, and it makes a person more, just a better person overall. So, I feel like having regrets is like, is kind of the antithesis of actually like actually appreciating the experience for what it was, because I like to live my life feeling as though I appreciate my experiences for what they were, even if they were shitty ones. So, but I mean, if I had to choose something, I would say, yeah, I regret giving this guy that I knew a chance. Basically this motherfucker that I knew online, met him online, and this guy fucking catfished me. Made me think he was a girl this entire time. Kept me guessing for like, well, not guessing, but he made me think that he was a girl for like months, like 5 or 6 months. But constantly.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, constantly would like, have emotional outbursts. I should have like known better. But from that, basically, yeah, some dude on the internet fucking catfished me. for like half a year, and then he basically like pretended that he was mad at me over something stupid. So he got mad at me over something stupid, and then kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. And that should have been it for me. That should have been it. I should have been like, yeah, okay, fine. Thank goodness they're gone, because they were a pain in my ass. They were always so needy and so fucking irritating. But I really wanted to. I really believed in them. They seemed very very interesting, like a person, like a very interesting person. So I was sad when they left. The guy then emails me, then saying like, oh, I'll tell you everything. And basically, he tells me everything, lets me know that he catfished me, shows me a picture of himself, and you know, I was still very like depressed. I was upset. I don't get depressed easily. I don't get upset easily. But this particular person, when they disappeared, it really did make me upset. I was like, well, you know, I really cared about this person. So when they came back, I'm like, okay, this is what it is. It's up to you if you want to give me a chance or not. My dumbass was like, this is a dream come true. And like, trust me, I'm not fairy tale. I'm not fucking fairy tale. Like, I'm not an idealist. I'm really fucking not. But in this particular case, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like, in my mind, I was like, this is the scenario I never believed would be possible. So for me, it was like, this is like the impossible scenario that I never believed that could exist. So for me, it was like, this is fucking mind-blowing shit right here. So I'm like, I would be stupid to not take this. Like, this is something this is wow, holy shit, this never happens. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I gave him a chance, and then come to find out, he's a massive narcissist. He's a piece of shit. He was into degradation, so he basically would get off with me, tell him how much of a shithead he was, you know. And at the end of the day, he was still treating me like shit. Like he called my goals shit. He never wanted to do anything that I wanted to do. He was an absolute piece of shit narcissist who had creative potential, but wasted it on being a fucking loser, playing like fucking free-to-play Korean games like a fucking little shit for all that time. And I tried to be with him. I lived in abject fear of this motherfucker for like months because like I cared about him so much, but I was scared to leave. But I was in an online relationship with him. I met him in person though. I didn't meet him in person. Like I'll say that I met him in person because he wasn't too far away. Right. But even then, like I was scared to leave the guy. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I created a scenario. I basically planned out a scenario in which I could break up with him. So I actually like orchestrated my breakup with him because I couldn't think of any other way to break up with him. Oh my god! Yeah, I was so scared to get away from him, you know. And like
you went from oh my gosh, this is a fairy tale come true to complete fuck you. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean it was over the course of months. It was over the course of months though. But like I'm like, this guy, I need to get away from this motherfucker. He's a piece of shit. I need to get away from him. But I needed a reason. I needed to justify it in my mind to break up with him. And I had enough justification after him like treating me like shit for months. So I basically orchestrated my breakup with him. And he took the bait. It was very, very easy. I had like, if he does A, do this. If he does B, do this. If he does C, do this. And he basically took the bait. And I'm like, okay, you either listen to what I'm gonna say or no. He didn't listen to what I wanted to say. He was blaming me. He victim blamed me so much. He made himself be the victim so fucking often. It was so tiring, so exhausting. And eventually I'm just like, you know, when he took my bait, I'm like, okay, fine. We're done. And took him out of my life. Worst decision I've ever fucking made. I actually do regret it. Because I don't think that motherfucker added anything to my life. I don't think he contributed a damn positive thing into my life.
Not gonna lie though, as I got myself, I do find it kind of odd. Because I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything. I mean, like, you are like one of the many people that has done that to hopefully create a scenario and to make to say, okay, once this happened, that's gonna be it. Sometimes I kind of wonder myself, if you are uncomfortable, if this person has made something bad if you don't feel like you fit with them anymore, why not just go and talk to them right then and there and say, look, it's not working out? Why wait to create a scenario though? But that's just my thought.
Yeah,
I mean,
I get that.
that's
I The thing is, I tried to talk to him. I tried to be reasonable with him. I tried to reason with him. He could not be reasoned with because he was a fucking man-child. You can't reason with a man-child. You can't reason with someone who thinks that they're right all the time. So, like, I did try to talk to him. I tried to let him know, hey, like, you're being a piece of shit. You're really treating me really badly. But he would basically, like, I work really hard. So, like, I would do what I do. I'm very, very busy. But he would basically say, you're not spending enough time with me. You know, you're not giving me enough attention. You know, and so he would try to make me feel bad. And then I have to look at myself and, like, have to question myself. And, like, am I the piece of shit? Am I the bad person? So, like, I was being put in situations where I was made to feel guilty about just being a diligent hard worker and, like, not wanting to spend time with them. And so I would basically, like, sacrifice of my own time to spend time with this person. And it was terrible. It was terrible because, like, spending time with him was painful. And honestly, I should have just gotten rid of him. I should just ended it. But I truly believe that he could change. Like, he seemed like he could be someone who could be reasoned with, but I was wrong. I was mistaken. That relationship was the most wrong I've ever been about anything in my life. I've never been more wrong than anything in my life than that relationship, and I'm rarely wrong. So,
like in the question, nobody's out there's perfect.
Yeah, nobody out there is
perfect. We were this group, and I completely understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Sorry that you've gone through that. I'm pretty sure, I will say this, I'm pretty sure like everybody has like a story of what happens to you as what happened to the other people. On their own story, everybody would say like, okay, this happened to me, but would always come out as a saint on their own story. Same thing would go to the other person. This is what happened to me, what they did to me. But I am the saint of this person. So I am the saint of this scenario. So it never really adds up. So I guess a follow-up question would be, is there anything, like, only if you want to, I know it's a kind of a pressure question. This is question number 9. Do you think that you might have done something wrong during this? Because I know that he or she, whoever that is, also must have done something wrong, but would you say that you must have done something wrong in the relationship too?
I would actually say that I would say the only good thing that came out of that relationship was, I guess it did kind of put into perspective how much time I give towards my goals, and I guess how to better balance spending time with someone who I say that I love. I think if nothing else, I think maybe there's a possibility that I may have been a little thoughtless, once at very most, maybe twice, and how I basically kind of handled spending time with them or setting time aside with them. You know, like maybe like I think there was one instance where I scheduled time to hang out with them, and then I basically was just like, you know, I really something came up. I can't do what I said I was going to do because something came up. And he fucking flew off the fucking handle. And like the worst thing is like aside from that. So I think in terms of me, maybe I think there may have been an instance or two where perhaps I was not, I guess, more considerate of the time that was being set aside, and perhaps I took advantage of that.
Were you fucked up? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I get it. No, I understand.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of showed me that maybe I need to be a little bit more mindful of the person that I'm with and the time that I set aside with them, and try to stick with what I say that I'm going to do, rather than, you know, rescheduling like the day of, to kind of stick to what I say I'm going to do, and not be like, well, sorry, something came up. So But like, you know, if someone did that to me, I would be understanding of that. Like, if someone was like, you know, I know we're supposed to hang out today, but something came up, I would actually be understanding of that. Like, you know, just like, you know, like if they would tell me what the thing was, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, just tell me what came up, what's the issue is. All right, fine, we'll schedule some other time. So in my mind, I thought that was okay, but for him, it was a problem. And again, the worst part is he would act like it was okay, and then hours later, he would just snap at me and just like talk. He would basically disparage me. Like it wasn't just like him being mad about the situation. He would basically like call me shit. He'd call my dreams shit. He'd literally insult me. So like, you know, it's like it's. I don't think the punishment fit the crime. I think he was a child in that regard. So I think maybe I learned something from that, but you know, the way that he treated me wasn't justified in any shape or form.
So just basically, it didn't feel like it was just guilt tripping. It was just pure insults on what you were looking for.
Yeah,
Like,
he
something that you were trying to push for. Like,
he
to
wanted me to feel bad because he was a miserable piece of shit.
I never heard it put it that way. He wants me to feel like this because he's a piece of shit. Like,
It is what it is.
That kind of took me off. All right then, damn. So that is the massive regret. And again, I completely understand to the point, like, because you're a streamer, I'm a streamer. I don't have any relationships. I don't think I've been involved romantically with anybody in VRChat. So I can
Probably for the best.
But I have had maybe though.
Yeah.
I will say, like, there has been friends. There has been friends in chat, as well as there has been friends in there has been friends in chat, as well as the one in VR chat that I have become friends with that is not in chat, who would sometimes say, yo, Tico, you got time to hang out? Yo, Tico, you got time for this? Yo, Tico, you got time for that? And we schedule it, and I want to be punctual, and I want to save that day for that person, even if it's something big that happens. I mean, you could even ask like some of the people that I'm staffed to, where I say, yo, I need to leave here for a moment to make time for a friend at the moment for something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get it though. And that means so much to me when somebody wants to make somebody wants to make time, but they say, if you can't, I understand. And I do hope they mean it. And so far, 100% of the people that has said that, like, if you can't do it, then I understand, has been understandable. I do feel really lucky about that.
Yeah.
So I am really sorry that something like that ended up happening to you. It does suck.
Yeah.
And I will say, if it's who I think it is, I know it must have happened to them too, though.
No, it's no one that anybody knows. This is someone who's outside of the VRChat server. No one from VRChat.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just like trying to throw that in the clear, though.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So it seems like out of that massive rant, are we ready for number 10?
Yeah. Sorry.
10 is a much better question. Oh no, you're fine.
All right. Okay, so the last one, the last dab.
The last dab.
The last one. All right.
No.
All right. Okay. Yeah. There's just one more left. Okay. All right. Let's do it. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. Gonna open this up.
Can you believe that you're this far now? Freaking bottle number 10.
I mean, hey, it's been a journey. It's been a good time. You know, these sauces, like, for the most part, the sauces are very, very tasty, very, very flavorful. I've been enjoying them.
Right?
Yeah, they're very, very, very good. And I'm not a big hot sauce person. I do like hot sauce every so often, but like some of these are like just like really fucking like really, really good.
I will say that it's surprising to hear you say that, because you handle it so much better than many people that I know. And I will have to say this humbly, you're doing it much better than me. You're handling it much better than me.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. I really didn't know. So, I was looking at the units for these when I was making the graphic earlier today, and I'm like, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be all right? Because again, like I'm not one for hot sauce, but like I can do spicy things. Like I'm not adverse to spicy foods. So like I figure maybe I'll be able to handle it. But we'll see. Like this last one is a massive fucking jump. This is a significant jump. So we'll see how we do with this one. I put five little dabs on this one. Oh wow, I think I just got some on the controller. Fuck.
Okay, so just letting you know, in the spirit of Sean Evans and who is the host of The First We Feast,
yes,
I will say that when he does the last dab, he does throw in a little extra, but that's only if you want to.
A little extra. Okay.
But only if you want to. There are many people who have not done that.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, I'll put a little bit more.
Damn. Okay.
Put a little bit more. We'll make this good because the last one that I had didn't do anything to me. The last one that I had was fine. I was totally fine with that one. So let's make this one. Let's make this one a banger.
Well then, let's go.
Okay. Put a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay. That was like it's a little bit more. It's like 4 or 5 extra dabs.
Let's go. Awesome.
All right. Make this entertaining, of course.
And does it smell nice?
It smells like the bomb, but with a little bit more pepper. It smells like the bomb, but with more peppers. All right, let's do this. Cheers. Yep.
Tastes good, don't it?
It doesn't really taste particularly good, but it definitely burns. All right. Wow. Come on. No, you can do better than you can do better than that, Sauce. Come on, please.
You're hoping for a much stronger kick in the butt?
Yeah. The bomb was more intimidating than this.
I will tell you this though. I never mentioned this before, and I was hoping to wait for your reaction. I will say that for me, for Rooney, for everybody else who's tried it, the bomb is the worst of all. And the other two is just like a pacifying from the bomb.
Yeah.
At least through my experience.
Yeah.
So now, for question number 10. Throughout your streaming career that you have had ups and downs since you started, and there have been unforgettable moments, would you describe your journey? And would you do it all over again?
Would I do this journey all over again? Would I? I mean, I let me just be real. I never expected to be here right now. I had no special expectations. I had no expectations about what Nefertiti would become. I had no visions of grandeur about becoming this massive streamer. I did not have any massive expectations. My expectations have always been exceedingly low. And all I have focused on doing is creating an experience for people to enjoy themselves, to feel entertained, to feel like they matter, and for them to feel like they're a part of something that's bigger than them. And that's just the kind of vibe that I've given. That's the kind of vibe that I've focused on, like up until this point. And yeah, obviously I would do it all again. I love streaming. I love content creation. I fucking enjoy this. This is my favorite thing to do. Like with all of the skills that I have amassed over my lifetime, this is a culmination of everything, of like my business training, of my acting training, of my voice acting training, of my video editing skills, of my audio editing skills, of my photoshopping skills. I'm literally incorporating everything that I've learned over the course, understanding like business. Like I ran a small business. I ran a small business for 8 years. So like being able to like essentially do that again, and essentially find success in what I'm doing here is phenomenal to me. I am astounded. I am forever surprised. I will just mention this now. Like I don't know where I'm at right now in terms of subscribers on YouTube, but as long as no one unsubscribed recently, I just hit 1K subscribers on YouTube. So
congratulations!
Yeah,
wow.
So like it's just like it's like stuff like that, and like obviously we're I'm doing pretty well on Twitch also, but at the same time like I didn't have any expectations about any of this. So like, yeah, I would do it all again because I love doing this. Like I have had the most exciting, fun, humbling, meaningful, like mind-blowing experiences in VRChat that I've ever had in my life, and I get to bring everything that I have creatively to this endeavor of creating awesome, amazing, engaging content that I hope people will love. And that's all I'm doing. I'm hoping people will love what I do, and I'm very, very grateful that people actually are loving what I'm doing and helping me and supporting me in the way that they do. It's phenomenal. I'm always surprised every day.
I mean, like completely, I do understand. Again, congratulations, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. For the amount of time that you have been streaming here, I'm pretty sure like eventually you will grow up to explode, because I mean if there are any words, like I could take the words of Mr. Beast when he said that nobody starts out like blowing up, or maybe you gotta have that look, but if you continue to throw your content out there, eventually you will grow and stuff. And shoot, you have been growing. I'm actually surprised at the rate that you have. Seriously though. It's like,
why are you surprised?
How many subathons have you taught?
Why are you surprised?
Why am I surprised?
Yeah, tell me why.
Because the people who are able to reach an hour situation and hour moments and stuff like that is that 1%. Not many people is able to reach that 1%. So the way how Nefertiti have been rising from down to the ground to where she is at right now, how many members do you think you accumulated on Discord, on Twitter, on Twitch? Would you expect to go that far?
Hell no. Hell no. Of course not. No, I don't.
Shoot, if you're surprised, I'm surprised.
Yeah, like I didn't. Like I said, I had no expectations. Like there was a point that I was just like, I didn't want to make a Discord. I did not want to make a Discord because I'm like, no one's gonna use it. Like everyone's gonna join and then no one's going to use it. I'm like, because like I am like, one of my weaknesses is that I am terrible at community stuff. I'm terrible at it. I'm very bad at it because I'm very much independent. I'm very introverted. Despite what it looks like, I'm actually an introvert. I've trained myself to be extroverted, but I'm actually an introvert. I prefer to be alone. So like I'm terrible at community stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna make this thing and no one's gonna use it. But as time has gone on and more people have joined it, and I talk about it, I bring it up with people, and and people have willingly joined the Discord, and I think it's because they legitimately like what they're getting, and they want to know what I'm doing, even if they don't make it to every stream, because I know a lot of people join the Discord and they don't come to every stream. Maybe they don't come to any of my streams, really. Who knows? But like I think people join it because they like what I do, or at the moment they liked what I did, and like they're still there because they enjoy the content that I make. So I appreciate that there are people who use the Discord, but I'm just terrible. I'm terrible at doing community stuff. I'm bad at it. I do my best, but I'm terrible at it. But yeah, I had no expectations. I had no expectations about any of this. About the people, the 200 what is 270 people I have in my Discord right now. The majority of them are other streamers. I would say 50% of the people in my Discord are streamers. Who never engage, which is fine. That's really fine, because I wouldn't either if I were in their Discords, because we're all busy, we're all doing our own thing. It's par for the course. Ooh,
you okay?
That pepper caught me. Ooh, that pepper caught me. I was fine until I breathed that pepper. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, there's always milk.
Nope. I don't need it. I can keep going.
No? Okay, Dan.
I can
all the way.
I can keep going. I can keep going. But yeah, I had no expectations. Yeah, for me, I'm just glad to be here. For real. In all seriousness, my growth, from literally, I built myself up from nothing. I started at nothing. And so, for me to be where I am right now after 2 years and change, I did not have any expectations about that. I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad that people find me worthy enough to be here. And, I try my best to create content that raise people up, that highlight people, and that is entertaining first and foremost. So, I guess this is just my reward, and I hope that I can continue to do what I do. And I do want to do big events. I do want to take it up a notch. This collab with you is just this is the tip of the iceberg. I want to do bigger stuff. I want to do bigger and better stuff, and I want to include as many people as I can along the way, because I never forget where I came from, and I know what it's like to stream to 3 people. I know what it's like to stream to 1 person. I understand that very, very well, and I never forget that. So I'm always grateful. Always grateful.
Hell yeah, Nefertiti, look at you. Just in the spirit of Shaw Evans, you have survived the wings of death, going all the way from bottle 1 to all the way to bottle 10 with the high Scoville. You handled it like a champ, not even no milk, no water, or anything like that. Yo, congratulations. It's just I'm really happy that you chose me to do this to interview you, and I hope that I did meet your expectations.
Oh yeah, you did. You did great. You did great, Tico. I knew you'd take this seriously as someone who watches a lot of Hot Ones and just are familiar with the property very well. I know I know Shox watches a lot of Hot Ones during her Tuesdays stream, so I know you've seen plenty of it. So I knew you'd do a wonderful job. So thank you. Thank you for making it.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
I really appreciate this. So, yo, just to end things right now, to this camera, not yet, me camera, to you camera, do you want to tell anything to anybody what you got going on?
Sure. So yeah, guys, basically what I have going on is tomorrow I have a community event, community movie night. So if you'd like to come to that, you're more than welcome to come through. We're having it both in Discord and in VRC, so it doesn't matter if you're in the Discord or in VRC. It's everyone's invited as long as you're in my group. So you have to join my group to be a part of that. Next week I have a collab that I'll be doing and that I'll be announcing very, very soon. But next week I believe I'll be having another collab with someone, so please look forward to that. The following week, I'll be interviewing someone. Next Thursday, I'll be announcing who the next guest of my Sweet Talking podcast will be. So please look forward to the next guest. It's gonna be very, very interesting. I think you guys will really love this guest as well. If you're interested in knowing the ins and outs, some secret tech about VRChat that maybe you didn't know existed, I think you guys will really be interested in hanging out with this guest. But other than that, September is just a really, really busy week. I'd love for you to come to my streams. I stream 4 times a week, typically Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I'd love to see you guys there.
Well, all right, Nefertiti, thank you so damn very much for putting this together. It is a plan that you have planned up since last year, and it is now concluded. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, her name is it's in that title. If you want to hover your mouse over it, there's a follow button right there. Whenever she goes on, she just gave you the schedule. There it is if you ever want to come and see her. Thank you all so damn very much. I really appreciate all of you guys. Take care, and we hope to see you next time. Love you all.
Love
and
y'all.
peace out.
What's up? Bye bye.